now it just became therapy for me. You know what I'm saying? Every time I come in here, this where I go to have fun. My hobby.
As soon as he legitimized his hustle now, I mean, he come from the street. I mean, so he got to make wise decisions. You know what I mean? He ain't big bills the street no more.
I gotta inspire them, motivate the people where I come from, my requirement. Say it loud, I won't be a product of my environment. Say it again, I won't be a product of my environment. We plan to win. Took them bars, they locked me in and made it a rap. I took them cells that they gave us and I made it a plaque. Before the sales on my album, I was scraping the whack. I turned them jails into mansions with the lake in the back. There ain't no taking me back. I just left in a chopper and brought some billionaires together so they never could stop us. Had a dream, they say I'm king like Martin Luther the doctor. We free it's like $2 for $1, 100 million on the phone. They never seen it, what you doing? Putting work and putting on.
Man, every day.
So where do you go right now? Are you trying to go overseas or?
Well, yeah, I guess I don't know. I don't know if I'm supposed to say this is coming out yet, but like, I'm about to go to training camp with Charlotte again.
Okay.
Because of all the stuff that just went down with like my summer league and all that stuff. So, what the issue with me was I got invited out to summer league, and then but like I would say about 3 weeks before that I had COVID, and then so I got there and everything was cool. My tests were coming out negative, and then one day my test just naturally came out positive. So then like it was going positive, negative, positive, negative. So then when it was time for us to go to Vegas, I practiced in Charlotte though.
Gotcha. So
like I only practiced twice. Then they went to Vegas. As we're in the airport, like I'm about to board the plane, I get a call and say like, hey, like you gotta like leave, like your test came out positive, you gotta go in the protocol. Stuck me into the hotel room. I was in there for like an extra like 5 days. And like I'm just stressing watching the summer league games on TV, you know what I'm saying? Cause like it was like right there, close to like, you know, where I wanted to be. Like, and I always say like, you right at the door, I'm ready to kick it in, but like, you know what I'm saying, as of right now, I've just been ringing the doorbell the whole time, you know what I'm saying? Just cause of unfortunate stuff. But they gave me a call and they reached out to me and they said that they wanted me to go back to training camp. So like, you know, now I'm just coming and just being ready to perform and just doing what I do. You know, that's all it is. You know what I'm saying? You can't be too up and too down about it. You know, I could have been defeated after the first time I found out I couldn't go to Vegas. Then they spun the block, called me back. Like in like 2 weeks after that, I had no idea, you know what I'm saying? I was just preparing for whatever the next thing was, you know, just trying to stay ready, so I ain't got to get ready. That's just really what it's all about. Yeah, I feel like I'm ready, so we'll find out. From the city, like from GP?
No, I do.
Come on, like, I don't know, if we go down the list, basketball. Yeah. Football, we did all right. I think it's a couple pros. And our high school team has always been pretty good. But like, I don't know, like for the most part, Grand Prarie, Texas, like, it's just me. And a couple kids coming up too.
Yeah.
A couple kids coming up.
Washburn.
He's playing? Like I said, it's a lot of pros. Yeah. I don't see him as much as I used to. You know what I'm saying? They're my OGs though, like Ben, Chris, Javon, he coaching now.
They had two dudes, well, one dude was a little bit older than me. One was a little younger than me, named his brother's named Shropshire.
Where you at?
I don't know. They was pretty good. The younger brother was better though.
No, about like 2 months ago, I was in July. I was kind of like sitting out on going back overseas because, you know, I really didn't give myself like a fair shake as far as the league goes, you know what I'm saying? I signed in like July of 2020, and you know, I think the bubble was still going on at the time, but like it was just so much uncertainty in the midst of it that I was just like, man, like, you know, with my people, my mom lost her job, and then my dad leaving from working at the airport, so he was only working one job and things like that. I felt like, and with the league pushing everything back the way it was, I felt like it was the most logical decision. And I didn't even think about just my game, and like come to find out my game probably grew more than anything. Like my family was fine in the midst of it, and things like that. But then I came back around this year, and I told my agent, you know, like, you know, let's go full-fledged NBA route. You know, obviously I'm not draft eligible no more because last year, the year before, was that draft eligibility year. So I just kind of knew, I already said to myself, okay, like, not getting drafted, I gotta get this out the mud, you know. And then I was holding off a lot of overseas offers. I had a decent season in my first year pro in Europe, so like, you know, you kind of want to take a step up. That's really how it goes, you know what I'm saying? With each job, you want to take a step forward and things like that. And there's not really too many guys that I've noticed that have went from straight Belgium to the NBA or in any case like that. So I knew I was kind of going in a situation where I'm not really at an advantage. You know, guys from Spain, Turkey, the bigger countries, as far as basketball goes, can go. You know, they go all the time. But a guy in my situation, I really have to just, you know, bet on myself in it and just know that, like, I felt like I should have got a fair shake the next go around. So in July, I get sick and I'm feeling terrible for like a couple of days. And I just stay in the house. I don't leave and go anywhere, you know, because, I mean, it was during the time of COVID. I didn't want to get nobody else sick, you know what I'm saying? So I stayed in the crib. Then my agent calls me, hey man, like, you know, we locked in the summer league with Charlotte. I'm saying yes, but at the same time I'm like, damn, like I'm sick, you know what I'm saying? So then I go get a COVID test, figure out what's going on. I have COVID. I can't do nothing, you know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to like do everything to like get over this like as soon as possible. And then eventually I start feeling better, and then the news comes out on draft night on the 29th. I think I started feeling better that Monday. My agent told me like 3 days before that. And then I started testing before I can even like move out the house. As far as the house goes, I was in the house doing push-ups, I had some dumbbells and stuff, just trying to keep myself right. But you know, like COVID, you're weak. You know, your immune system feels weak and things like that. So like I really didn't feel fully like myself. And then the news gets out the 29th and stuff like that. By the 29th, I was testing negative. I was cool to go to Charlotte. So I get to Charlotte, and then I work out with the team and things like that leading up to it. And I tested positive, but it was kind of like a false positive. They say whenever you have COVID, you'll probably test positive for like a couple months after the fact. So whenever that happened, I had to sit out and figure out everything that was going on. I was treated as a recovered COVID patient. And then when it was time for me to go to Vegas, the NBA gets involved, and the fact that I could not prove that I was that I had COVID previously. So when I took my test, it was just home test. I didn't want to go to a doctor, to an actual physician. I'm putting more people at risk in this, you know, in the process of that. So I just took a home test and things like that. Then they just told me, hey man, like I was stuck in Charlotte while the whole team is is playing out there still. They're just like, hey man, like, you know, you're probably not gonna be able to go. It's like, it's unlikely. So like, obviously I'm hurt. I'm hurt. Like, man, like that was, like, at the moment, that was the biggest opportunity of my life up until that point, you know what I'm saying? So for me to like get all the way there and then like nothing else kind of not really out in my control, you know what I'm saying? This is just the world we live in at this point. was just kind of like, it kind of brought me down, you know what I'm saying? But like, at that point I was like, all right, man, let me just get like a couple negative tests so I can actually go home. Because like now I'm just like, the energy is up. I want to get in the gym, you know what I'm saying, and do more. And I go home, I'm in the lab, you know what I'm saying, just working. And then my agent hits me up, is like, hey man, like, well, I had to tell him, like, let's try to push for a training camp deal. I don't really have nothing else to like do at this point. The overseas teams were kind of like in the flow of their things and stuff like that. So like I'm really all in now. I really don't even want to go overseas, like, because everything is like they're not ready for me pretty much. This will be a short span of time. So then when a couple of days go by, about a week or so, the guys finish in summer league and stuff like that. Charlotte does and stuff. I watched every game. And then a couple of weeks go by, and then I get a call, hey Cam, they might want you to come back. I'm like, wow, okay, like, let's get it, you know what I'm saying? So that's just where I'm at, where I'm focusing towards right now. And like, luckily that was a blessing for myself to be able to, like, just try to stay ready. I mean, I never really got down about it. Besides, like I said, it was just right there, and then like it kind of went away, but it kind of get postponed. So that's what I'm doing right now, preparing for that, staying healthy, sharpening up my tools, getting in shape, trying to be in the best shape possible. I know that's really how I can sell myself more than anything. Being in the best shape, guarding, being able to guard 1 through 5, 2 through 4, whatever the case may be. Just trying to be that guy. So that's just what I'm on right now. I ain't pulling up in nothing crazy. Yeah, I am. Will that really translate though into your game though? What kind of car you drive? Yeah. Yeah.
For the light,
It's terrible.
I know.
It's like a different color.
Cryotherapy. Yeah, I had never went back to taking ice baths. Yeah. Not until at least college a little bit, but like for the most part when I'm here, I get in that chamber for like 3 minutes, I'll get you right. People try to be in there for longer, I be like, nah. 3 minutes is all I need, bro. Because that might be too cold.
What did Charlotte tell you about your game? Like, what do they think about you?
I mean, I think they really haven't really said anything too much. Just be a pest on the defensive end, and find a role and a niche. And I think that probably will be my calling, especially first getting there, just being an energy guy. Yeah, like I'm working on making shots and stuff like that because I feel like nobody in the league can't make shots, you know what I'm saying? So you have to be able to knock down a shot. But like the thing that I want to be great at is just being an energy guy and guarding guys, you know, doing the things that people don't like to do on a nightly basis. You know, I think like playing hard is definitely like a skill. A lot of guys don't really can train themselves, discipline themselves to like crash a glass every time, or like dive on a loose ball every time. You know what I'm saying? Something simple as that. Guys don't want to do that, and you know I'm down for it. It's whatever.